Gung-ho reaction, a topic taboo. Hey there, kids, it's Folie.
You know why I am so proud of us today?
I can think of so many reasons.
So many reasons.
Tell me, why?
We did a thing that we've been talking about for over a month now.
That's so true. And it was so fun.
I felt like a kid again. I felt like a kid in an 80s movie.
When you're riding your bikes with your friends.
Yes, you ride your bike across town and meet your friends.
Yep. And we didn't get taken by a demogorgon.
No, we didn't.
No.
Demogorgon, very good. Remembering your Stranger Things lingo, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the heck does the second season come out?
I think it's coming out this fall, maybe, around, I want to say Halloween just because that sounds great.
It should, and it better, because I'm getting pissed off with all these new shows that put out a great first season and then are like, hey, we'll just do the second one when we feel like
Whenever
it.
we
you guys
want
are
to.
on the hook.
It's like the BBC.
Yeah, I'm talking
how they
about you,
do things.
Westworld.
I'm talking about you, Sherlock.
I'm talking about all those other shows that I don't watch, but maybe I will someday.
Yeah. When they have like 5 seasons out.
Daredevil. How the heck is that coming back?
And it's ridiculous.
I actually liked it. I liked it a lot.
I need to watch it because I haven't.
They brought the Punisher in.
I have been told over and over. I don't know why I haven't. I think it's because Josh is the one who keeps telling me to, even though I see all my other friends watching it and loving it.
Yeah.
Josh has told me to, and because he has, I'm like, nah.
No, I totally get it. We love Josh and we respect his opinion.
But we can't stand Josh and we don't respect his opinion.
Yeah. Well, get this. I watched The Mist for the first time first time ever yesterday. And my poor darling husband has literally been telling me about how he'd really love for me to watch it with him. He thinks I would appreciate it for probably the last 6 years.
And then you did.
Yeah, and I loved it. And he did. We watched it in black and white. It was like the best B-style movie of like people trapped in one place and crazy supernatural things happening.
Which I love.
You would love it. You would have loved it.
Yeah.
You would have screamed a lot. I'm in the mood to watch all those movies right now.
They're so good.
Why is that?
It's because they're so far-fetched, I feel like, but also imaginable.
Yeah, because you want to think about what you would do in that situation.
Yeah. It's like you can put yourself in there, but then you're also like, this isn't going to happen. Like, it's not enough to really freak you out in a real sense. Whereas, like,
Zodiacers.
Yeah.
So anything with serial killers or ghosts, technically.
Stuff.
It shouldn't freak me out. I tell myself I'm pretty sure I don't think I'll ever encounter a ghost or a spirit, but it's still, nothing scares me more.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same here. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. But I'm not really afraid of giant moths. I mean, the concept of them is terrifying, but I don't walk outside and think that I'm going to meet a 6-foot moth.
Although, I'm telling you, the Mothman prophecy, I mentioned it, the last time, I think?
Did you?
Yeah, it really, really messed with my head.
I'm making a note. I want my head to be messed with.
It's in your pants.
It's in my pants?
It's in your pants. I'm going to wait till you find it.
Where in my pants?
I wish you guys could see this right now.
I'm looking
Amy
for my
has a pen. It's jammed up her pants.
It was up the leg part.
Yep, and I was looking right at it. It was pointing at me, but she couldn't see it at all.
It's like looking.
I can't believe you couldn't have
looking for your
glasses.
glasses.
She's using her monkey toes to try to take the cap off.
I did it.
She got it. I'm so proud of you.
I had to hold the mic. You have to hold the mic at all costs.
That's true, and she's still holding it with her toes. Your little toes were shaking. They were trying to hold it so hard.
My little toes were working.
Yeah, they were.
If you are one of those people who gets freaked out by people who pick up stuff with their toes, you wouldn't steer clear of me.
Yeah.
Because I do it a lot.
I just put my feet in Amy's face and asked her to smell them to tell me if they stunk real bad. And she did it. She took a big whiff and she was like, yeah, they are a little ripe today.
See, this is a true friend. A, I will smell your feet when you ask. B, I will tell you the truth about how they smell.
That's right. You could have definitely said, no, they're fine. And then I would have walked through the rest of my day thinking they were fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that to you. I'm
still going to do, but...
But you can walk through the day with pride knowing that they are a little ripe.
They are ripe.
You've earned it.
Yep. I could wear socks and probably get rid of that. But I wish that there was a sock company that, like, took away the stink.
I do too. And you know what else I wish? I wish for something a little sturdier when I'm wearing socks.
Me too. Something that I can just, like, pound through the woods in.
And I'm not talking about those barefoot running shoes that all the yuppies are wearing. I can't get behind those.
Anything that separates my toes, like a glove, can just go straight to bloody hell. From whence it came.
Here's something weird, though. I like to separate my toes. Like, even right now, I would love to take all your pens and put one in between each toe. I do that sometimes.
Although, I can see that as being comfortable. Like, I like that. In the toe separators, when you, when you're, like, getting a pedicure or whatever.
And they're like, you can take those off now. And I'm like, nah, I will soon.
One day. Those are okay, but toe socks and toe shoes just freak me out.
It's quite a commitment. And you know, you're not the one making the decision. Like, you're stuck with your toes separated. Yeah, this feels really good.
What about people that have, like, I have pretty, I'm not going to say normal because I don't know what's normal in the foot world, but, like, with, like, my big toe's the biggest, and it goes down from there.
Yeah.
People with, like, hammer toes. Josh, my roommate, his second toe is bigger than probably my middle finger.
What?
It's...
Josh!
It's so true. It freaks me out. I hate it. If he comes near me with those feet, I want to murder.
I thought you were just going to say that his second toe is longer than his first, because mine is. Look.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
Just wait. I'm sorry to out you like this, Josh, but you know it. I mean, he knows it.
Possible.
It's so big. He's Josh possible. It's ridiculous.
What size shoe does he wear?
Well, I mean, he probably could get away with wearing an 11, but he has to wear like a 13 to accommodate that second toe.
Freakish toe. I'm sorry, but maybe he should consider having something done about that. A toe reduction.
I know, he should.
I mean, you hear about those women who, like, get their pinky toes amputated to wear cute shoes, and that disturbs me on many levels. Yeah, have you never heard of that?
No.
It's a thing.
Oh.
Yeah. That, it just messes with my head.
Well, it's like the culture, I don't know.
Asian culture? I don't think so, but that is super disturbing, too.
And their toes curl completely under because of it. That's freaking owie.
Yeah. And there are, cases where they'll end up, people can't even walk later because their feet were so badly broken. Yeah, that's very sad.
Oh, yeah, it is.
We do sick things for fashion.
Yeah, the neck stretching.
Yeah.
If they take the rings off, their necks break. They can't hold their heads up any longer.
Oh my gosh, that's so weird.
Yeah.
Well, you're stuck. I mean, if you get an itch in there, just...
Oh, yeah. I mean, live with it.
Scratch it, and that would be your last act of satisfaction, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
But what sick things do we do now?
We coat our faces with makeup, which we have not been doing. I am wearing makeup today.
I'm wearing a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I got some BB cream. Yeah. And I'm having fun with it.
This is just the second time since, 3 weeks ago, maybe, that I've worn makeup on my face. I've been wearing eye makeup. I've been wearing my lips. But no powder, no foundation or anything, and I wear bare minerals, and I did put a sweep of it over my face today.
It feels good to do it now and then when you don't do it most of the time.
Exactly.
I heard somebody on Natch Butte describe it as like a dessert or like a special occasion thing.
Yeah.
Or, you know, just some days where you just want it for some reason. Yeah. And because my skin is so much better now from not wearing it every day, when I do put it on, I feel like it goes on better.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Also, my skin is so much clearer now, which we've talked about, but also I think it's because I'm cleaning my brushes. I'm not like getting so much makeup and oil in my brushes, from using them every single day, that even my brushes just smell good and they put the makeup on better.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's crazy.
I should wash my brushes. That's something that I rarely do.
Yeah, you should. It's definitely... I don't do it probably nearly as much as I should. No. I know some people do it after every single use. I do have a spray that I spray onto mine and clean it. It's like a quick clean after I use them.
I think it's so satisfying what I do when I do clean it and I make a big production out of it. Yes. I get like a bowl of warm soapy water with baby shampoo and then a regular bowl of warm water and I just like watch all the just color come out of it.
So here's my thing. I'm super wasteful when I do mine because I can't handle the thought of cleaning one brush with the same water.
Cross-contamination. Yeah. I know. It is a little bit of a problem.
Yeah. So I just run the water. I know. It's really, really bad.
Here's what you need to do.
I do stop the water in between. Like, I'll get it wet, I'll wash it, and then I'll rinse. And then I'll rewash and rinse. And we rewash and rinse. I'm not leaving it going the whole time, but it's still a lot of water.
Plug up the sink while you're doing it, and then with the water that's left over, drink it as a penance.
Ooh, that's a really great idea.
Yeah.
It's for the greater good.
It is.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. Ugh.
Or you could use it to water your plants. I mean, it can't hurt them, right?
No way. All those oils and dirts.
Yeah.
No. I wear mineral makeup, guys. It's from the earth.
Yeah, it's from the earth. It's practically made out of dirt.
Exactly. This is Folie, Deux.
Yeah, and that was Melody.
And that was Amy.
Yeah.
And we are doing it.
We're doing it.
We're doing it good.
I'm feeling good about my name today.
Amy.
Because I heard that song last night that I was named after.
Aww.
Amy, what you want to do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. I always ruin it.
I have a fidget cube in my hand. If any of you have been hearing click, 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 click.
Those things. Why don't you have two?
Because I can't handle the sound of people clicking them.
You can only click it yourself.
Yeah.
It's like only being able to handle the smell of your own tooth.
It's exactly like that.
I keep one with me when I do conference calls.
A toot?
That too. Well, I mean, I keep the mute button handy for sure. Which brings me to our other goal. Overall, eating healthier, right? But particularly cutting out dairy.
Yeah.
And this is so genius to me for so many reasons. One, because I have not been able to stick with a healthy eating regimen in years.
Yeah.
And it's because I don't have any good parameters.
She eats like
like
a freaking like a toddler left to their own devices, like what they would choose if their parents weren't like, no,
and my
you have
kids
to eat
look
a
at me and
vegetable.
they're like, Mommy, this is really embarrassing.
She's such a garbage person that she got sick because she ate kale.
I ate kale. I was going to have a snack. I looked right at the potato chips, which would have done me just fine. And I said no.
It would have been more satisfying and you wouldn't have had the shits.
But I have I have heard that if you eat raw kale, you will rip ass. And I believe it. So I cooked it. I sauteed it in olive oil. And I thought it was fine. Until the next day, I started having this. I thought I was like gonna have to go to the ER. These terrible stomach pains.
It was scaring me.
Yeah.
Like, I thought possibly I didn't want to say it, but I was like, it could be your appendix. Because where you were like holding it, and she's like, gets in my car, immediately pulls the handle to like put the seat back, and just lays there and is like, I just need some time. This is how I knew. This is how I knew something was wrong. I asked her, I was like, we are both looking fly. We need to take a selfie
when
right
do
now.
I ever turn down a selfie?
Never. And so I was like, there is something real wrong happening because she won't take a selfie right now. She said
you looked really scared when I told you I just need to sit down.
She was like, if we can take one sitting. Yeah, I was freaked out, but
thankfully our darling friend Shayla came to the rescue.
Uh-huh.
She was like, immediately, she's like, what's wrong? And I was like, I don't know, my stomach feels all tight and it hurts. And she's like, honey, I think you just need to toot.
I think you just need to get that gas out. And then she told her that it was kale, and she's like, oh, yeah, honey, you need to get to the bathroom. That's not even how she talks.
And nothing dramatic even happened. It was just, I just needed to toot.
Although 30 minutes later, she comes out and she's like, my ears popped and I feel great.
Luckily, I never really had much of a feminine mystique anyway, but it is totally gone now.
I'm sorry.
No, I just think it made me feel so loved by my sweet friends.
Yeah.
That they cared that I had gas trapped in my tummy.
Everybody was like, where's Amy? Yeah. What's wrong? I was like, it's fine. She's just in the bathroom. She's having some tummy issues. That's fine.
And granted, I did hear a lot of giggling out there.
Yeah.
But I cannot blame you guys one bit.
No, I mean, I would totally hope that you would do the same.
Yeah.
If it happened to me. There have actually been times where I'm like, I get gas so little. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm gassy, but I get
like a normal person.
Like the normal gas. Yeah. Well, not where it's just trapped inside and feels like you're like death. Like you get the cold sweats. Yeah. You feel like just like you're dying.
It was intensely painful.
Yes. I have not had that in so long. And so when it does happen, and I'm sure it's got to be the same with you, you don't realize that's even what it is.
I didn't.
That does not come as an option.
What is wrong with me? And then Shayla was like, she's like, just lie on the rug here. And just like, she's showing me some yoga poses. And I was like, I have performance anxiety. I can't toot in front of you. And she's like, yes, you can. And I was like, I can't do Shayla's beautiful, sexy Southern voice.
No, she has a great voice, though.
So, yeah, the moral of the story is not to not eat kale, but just to be prepared when you do.
Yep. Oh, which I went and bought 2 bundles of kale yesterday so I can make some kale chips.
Ooh.
I'm excited about that, but I will not offer you any.
Just send me home with some.
Yeah.
That way I can go through the whole process not around other humans.
Oh, it's so good.
But we are giving up dairy.
We're giving up dairy because of many reasons. Mm-hmm. For one, we had talked about recently in the last podcast or the one before about how people in other countries think that Americans smell like freaking dairy, like rotten milk. So, which I haven't heard anybody say that. Guys, tell us.
I keep meaning to ask Song of
Me too.
Or Mimi, even.
Yeah.
But Mimi, actually, I asked her, do they have a lot of milk in Thailand? And she said they do.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like the French and everything too, like we talked about. So, I don't know. We'll see if that's true.
Yeah. But it's
not
a vegan
just because
rumor.
of that.
Nothing
It might
against
be.
Vegans,
yeah.
But it's your propaganda.
Yeah. PETA propaganda. That, and, you know, we both struggle with skin imperfections.
Yes. We have very few imperfections in general.
Yeah, so it's got to come out somewhere.
Yeah. And it comes out in the form of really annoying breakouts that should not be happening when you're in your early to mid-30s.
Exactly. But it is really, it's more hormonal, I think, with us, the breakouts that we do get, because it comes around a certain time of the month. And, I mean, more so. It's worse. Yes. And I read that it has a lot to do with dairy. Like, hormonal acne has a lot to do with your dairy intake.
And anecdotally, I sometimes get those two words mixed up. Isn't that sad?
What?
Antidote and anecdote.
Oh, no. I mean, it's an easy one. Yeah. Totally easy one to get mixed up.
It is. It's still embarrassing when you're supposed to be the word person.
The word girl.
I'm not allowed to make mistakes. What was I saying? Yeah, anecdotally.
Anecdotally.
I have heard so many people say that their skin has gotten so much better when they give up dairy.
Yeah.
And I'm just generally thinking about all the worst things that I eat. Yeah. If I cut out dairy, I'm cutting out
most of it.
Yeah, like 90% of the bad things.
It pisses me off in my heart because I really want every morning, not every morning, but a lot of mornings, I either eat shredded wheat, not frosted, or mini wheats, not shredded, not frosted mini wheats. Damn it.
Get your story straight.
Shredded wheat with milk, or a piece of sourdough bread with a tiny bit of honey over top of it, and Munster cheese. What am I supposed to eat now? Although egg in the hole in the bread also, but I'm just going to be having egg in the hole in the bread all the time.
And apparently soy cheese is halfway decent, but I mean, I almost gagged just saying soy cheese. It's made out of soy.
Yeah, duh.
I think after this, if we have time, we should take a field trip to the natural foods place.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's pretend we're vegans and talk really loud about how we're vegans.
About the vegan
and how we can't eat dairy, and let's go ahead and say we can't eat wheat.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
And gluten-free.
I'm sorry, that's one thing that I cannot do. I don't think I can give up gluten.
I don't think I can either.
No.
I mean, what would there be left to eat?
Vegetables and fruits.
I'd be on the floor rolling around in pain every day.
I know, me too. And I love vegetables and fruits.
I do too.
Although we have veggie trays like multiple times a week for dinner. Probably around at least 2 to 3 times a week we have veggie trays.
That's so smart.
It's so good, and everybody in the house loves it. Like, they ask for veggie trays. Aww. But one of the things that we do is we cut up like the white aged cheddar, the good stuff, the like Cabot aged cheddar.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh, it's so good, and I have it with nearly every bite. So I'll have it with my cucumber. I'll have it with my apple slice.
We need a cheese-eat today.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Although I think we should take the whole month off just to make the experiment pure.
I agree. We did get coconut milk and coconut almond milk to put in our coffee, which I like better. I'm not going to go back to half and half.
Olive
oil better.
Yeah.
I need to do that.
My au pair made a sticky coconut rice the other day. And one of the ingredients she needed was this cream of coconut. Yes. And we got it in the squeezy bottle.
Yes.
Well, this morning when I woke up and realized, crap, I can't have my beloved half and half, I squeezed some of that into my coffee, and
so good.
So good.
I use that stuff when I make my world famous pina coladas.
Ooh! Can we have those? We can have it with soy. Wait, what? Do you put cream in pina coladas? No, let's have those.
Cream of coconut.
Cream of coconut.
But you can also get coconut milk in the cans, and you just you shake it up real well, or you can just take off the fat off top. I've made whipped cream out of that. and it's so good.
Genius.
Yeah, and you can put it on top of your milk.
Oh, we're going to get so creative.
On top of your coffee, and it makes a really great creamer, and it's not as sugary.
And they have coconut ice cream, too.
Yes, they do.
And I will tell you that my tummy felt better this morning than it usually does. I'm not saying that I'm constantly just like expelling stuff.
Right.
But it just feels a little bit lighter and a little more, like everything digested a little more easily.
Yep. I get, and I say it every time, almost every morning, right after I get done eating, I get a pain in my stomach if it has milk, if it has some kind of dairy, and I just deal with it.
We're not, me too. You just get used to it. Yeah.
And we don't have to anymore.
We don't have to.
We're
the healthiest people, literally, that ever existed.
We're the healthiest people that are us.
Yes. We are our healthiest selves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I've probably been healthier in my life. I was vegetarian for like 7-8 years. And I did go vegan for 6 months of it. It was hard. Hated it. Loved cheese too much.
But were you also dancing and trail running and biking around town?
No, but I had like 2 to 3 jobs, and I walked my dog miles every day. I was really, really active.
Super fit then.
Yeah. Actually, I have never in my galldarn life ever done meth. Okay? I'm sorry, but I
don't apologize for not doing that.
You're right.
That's one thing you don't need to be sorry about.
But I remember I had somebody say, "What? You're so thin. How are you so thin? It's that meth diet, isn't it?" And was very serious. And I was so pissed off.
Yeah.
You know me. I don't really. Well, you did see me get angry the other
you're just
day.
like me. We are the sweetest people until you push one of our buttons.
And that is a button. And I was like, what? Who the hell do you think you are?
Yeah.
I have never done that. I never will do that. It's called exercise and eating healthy. Maybe you should try that.
Ooh, get it, girl.
I walked away from her.
Melody, I can't help but notice that you've been sort of aimlessly wandering, staring into the distance, with tears just sliding down your cheeks.
Well, that's for a couple reasons.
Do you feel that you need to share it with us?
Yes.
Please.
Well, do you remember when you were a kid and you would get letters from pen pals? Did you have a pen pal?
Yeah.
I had a pen pal. And I remember I was always so excited to get letters from my pen pal. And one time she sent me a letter, and it was a chain letter. And it said that I had to send this same letter to 10 different friends, or I would be cursed with stinky feet for the rest of my life.
Please tell me you sent that letter.
Didn't you just smell my feet?
Oh,
I didn't.
I suspected as much.
Well, now I've been cursed with bog of eternal stench feet for the last 30 years.
That's a long time to be cursed. You were 4 years old when you had it.
Maybe 24. I don't know. Amy, math. The point is, I don't know what to do anymore. I wish that there was a way that I could uncurse my feet and still have a woven bond between friends.
Wow, it is so weird that you say that. Have you heard about our new sponsor? Chainmail Chain Letter Socks?
No. Are they the ones that have silver woven in? They're like actual Beowulf chainmail.
Yes.
They have antibacterial qualities that eat away your foot odor.
And sometimes your very foot.
How else can they help me?
They allow you to share this gift with others so that you can prevent the suffering you endured and caused to so many others.
So what you're saying is that I send these very socks to my friends in the mail?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yes.
Chain letter, chain mail.
Get on that chain train. Just send the damn socks to your friends.
Okay, or you will be cursed with stinky feet forever. Goodbye.
Yeah.
I had a friend tell me, and she meant well, but she told me that I looked scrawny and then asked me if she should be worried.
What?
Almost like she thought I had an eating disorder.
Mm-mm.
And it did hurt my feelings.
I mean, there is a point where if you see somebody, if you are in somebody's life and you can see that they are they do have, and you have proper cause to have concern, then okay. If they are in your, like, they're a trusted person.
Be so careful how you approach it.
It's just like asking somebody if they're pregnant.
Yeah, exactly. And, don't tell people that you suspect of having an eating disorder to have a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I got that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't help. Mm-mm. I mean, I don't know what the intentions are there. No. But if someone truly has an eating disorder.
Yep.
And
it's just like going up to somebody and saying you're real fat. You should lay off the cheeseburgers.
Yeah, it's bad. It's just not good. It's way crossing a boundary. Plus, at the time, I could easily say I just had a cheeseburger.
Yeah,
because I was running my ass off, and yes, I did get too skinny, but I was still eating what I wanted to eat.
Yeah, and people just. Don't be those people.
Don't be those people. If you're worried about your friends, first of all, ask yourself what your real intentions are. Mm-hmm. And if you are worried about those friends, then consult like a professional or get some good advice on how to approach it.
Yeah.
So you don't alienate them.
If you don't even do that, like sit for a minute and think, how can I approach this in a way that is not going to be offensive? You probably should start off by saying, in no way am I trying to be offensive.
Are you feeling emotionally, physically, whatever?
It's hard to approach those things, especially when you do care about somebody. But when you truly care about somebody, you don't say things like, you should eat a cheeseburger. No. Should I be worried about you? That's rude.
Skinny shaming is also a thing.
Yes. Just like I said, like it is the same as saying that of going to somebody and calling them fat ass.
Yeah.
It's rude. You don't do it.
Nope. People get a little self-conscious.
Yeah.
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 Every single woman I have ever known has had weird issues with her body. It's pretty much impossible not to.
Yep. Excuse me.
But our point is that we are enjoying being healthy.
We are.
We don't know where this crazy road is going to take us.
Mm-hmm. We're getting a kick out of it because we also are doing it so wrong.
Yeah.
But we are doing it. We feel good. What?
Okay, so we're going to start. Let me back up a little and tell them that we're going to start a YouTube channel, Doo-Doo Heads. Is it okay to say it?
It's totally okay.
And we've been trying to plan our little trailer. Mm-hmm. We need to do a thing where we run towards the camera, kick, and then it freezes us.
Yes.
And then we say, we get a kick out of fitness.
We're trying to make it like as cheesy as possible.
Yes.
And I think that totally adds to it.
Yeah. It's going to be like an infomercial.
Oh, we're going to go. And then at the end, we're going to jump up and be like, Fit Mess Friends Forever. Yeah.
That's our name.
And then freeze.
Fit Mess Friends.
Fit Mess Friends Forever.
Do you think that's weird and wrong? Well, it doesn't matter because I bet you're not going to forget it.
That's right. And just like you doo-doo heads are our little doo-doo heads, we're going to have our little misfits.
Misfits.
And Mr. Fits. But
Mr. Fits. I love it.
Me too.
And Ms. Fits for those.
Me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
I'm a Ms.
And choose not to say fits.
Yeah.
Yeah. And and trans fits.
Trans fits,
yeah, if they want, like, or they can, anything you want to be.
Yeah. I mean, I really think it should just be, it's just like not MISS, but just misfits, just to keep it simple.
Yeah, let's scratch all of that.
Yeah, just something fits. We all fit.
We all fit. We all
fits.
Fit.
Misfits, we all fitting.
We all fitting together. Like a
weird, crazy
mosaic.
puzzle.
Yeah.
Mosaic. I like that better.
Yeah. And if you don't fit, we'll break you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then you will.
Yeah. But I'm really excited about this channel because we are going to be kind of debunking some of the stuff that people think, like we discussed before, you have to run. If you're not running, then you're not doing it right. Well, take your walk breaks.
And you're still a runner.
Do what's right for you, basically. Like, we probably aren't going to, what we're saying that we've done and that we're doing is not going to work for everybody. It's what we've found that works for us. We don't take ourselves too seriously. We're trying what we want,
and we're
what
not
makes
doing
us
it
happy.
perfectly.
We're not doing it perfectly at all, but we're having a shit ton of fun. We're healthier than we've been in a long time.
Yes.
And we're going to just keep doing it. We're also going to do things like
dance fitness routines,
breaking down those routines.
Mm-hmm.
Tutorials, that's the word.
Of our made-up moves that are not real dance moves at all.
But it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
We're going to have our, like, Marshall's hauls whenever we get cool new clothes. We're going to do DIY shirts.
What underwear should you wear to the gym?
What undies do you wear? What's
underwear?
the best eye makeup to wear so it doesn't smudge?
Yeah. Why not to eat kale the night before a really demanding Zumba class?
If you're thinking, should I eat this kale? Should I eat the Skittles? If your tummy ain't used to the kale, go for the Skittles.
Go for the Skittles. And if you're wondering if you have to run to the bathroom and your song comes on and you're teaching it, you'll survive.
You'll survive.
Found out.
Get through it. You'll get through it. You did.
Yeah, I got through it. I don't think anybody knew.
No, I didn't until you told me.
And everybody.
Ooh, we'll also talk about how you can change your walk from a regular walk to a butt-clenching one when your diva cup starts falling out.
And how, in general, you should tuck your butthole.
Tuck your butthole, ladies and
it.
gentlemen.
Yes. We're gonna see our misfits walking around town, and we're gonna know because those buttholes are gonna be tight.
If you ain't tucking it, you're bunking it because it's not working. Do you get it?
Yeah.
It's not it's bunk if you don't tuck it.
Yeah, and it's not
really
working,
getting the work out that it needs.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're not tunking it, you're bunking it.
I wish you could see the hand motions and like the very cool like swivels of the head.
I was doing like a Z snap kind of swivel.
It was sassy.
Yeah.
I mean, I just like tucked I was like, woo!
I better be tucking it. Oh, I'm excited about this. It's going to be fun.
I am so excited, but I have one question.
Sure.
I need your help.
Okay.
Because I don't know what I should do.
What?
Should I also give up alcohol?
I am.
It really, I think it's not good for I have no problem with drinking. It's fun for me. I enjoy going out with friends and having an old fashioned, which is my new favorite thing.
Mine's a Wildcat.
Yeah. But it... And this is us without any alcohol in our system.
That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
We don't need it.
We don't need it. People already assume that we
drunk.
walk around day drunk. Yeah. And we don't.
We don't.
Usually. Hardly ever.
We've only done it a few times.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. We will still have tipsy episodes, but I think that a once a month tipsy episode is fine.
Maybe that should be our special time where we get to drink because drinking makes me personally puff up.
Me too. And here's the thing. We're talking about it as if we were having a crap ton of alcohol.
We weren't.
It was like one beer. And we had like last week I drank. Okay, so we had drinks last night. Did we have a tipsy Folie last week? We did drink a beer during our mini episode.
But that was like, I don't even think I had the whole thing.
No.
And it still affected me.
But we also had a shot.
Oh, yeah.
A tiny. We had a very, very, not even to the tip of my pinky shot. But it does. It bloats you up a little bit. Yeah. And when you're trying, like we've been trying to shed a few pounds.
Defluff, if you will.
A bit, it's not helping.
It's a little disheartening is what it is. And it just does not feel as good.
Yeah.
It's fun in the moment.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say it's fun in the mornings.
No, the opposite of that. But I hardly ever get hungover. Even if I have like 4 drinks.
Yeah.
I hold my liquor. Well, never mind. I'm not going to say that. You guys have heard the tipsy episodes. But I can handle it pretty well.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that I instantly gain like 4 pounds.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
No, it's not fun.
And I'm assuming not good for me physically if that's how my body reacts.
For sure. Yeah.
So what we're saying is I am also giving up alcohol.
Okay.
Alcohol and dairy. I'm going to be So
defermented.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
This is our month of defermenting.
Let's do that. I'm down with you.
Wine and cheese? Sorry. I'm
Wine
switching
and
you
cheese.
out for soy and virgin pina coladas.
Grape juice.
Oh,
Ew.
no.
I hate grape juice.
I
Grape
do
juice
too.
can go to, it came from wherever the hell toe shoes came from.
The basement of evil.
Same as gummy bears or anything gummy for that matter.
And Muppets.
And
Ugh,
Jell-O.
Why did I even say it?
Oh my gosh. What about what was playing on the Weather Channel while we were running the other day?
Oh, what was it? Did I miss it?
It
No,
was
Melody's worst
everything
nightmare.
of my nightmares. It was ridiculous. It was showing bad weather causing bridges to collapse. And it was showing these giant suspension bridges just flopping in the wind.
Yeah, and then crumbling. Like some of them. Oh. You know my story about Boo's family driving over. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I won't repeat it.
I can't.
No, it's so scary.
It's so frightening. I had a reoccurring dream about that for so much of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want. And then it made me feel like I was running really fast, though.
What if that's why you hate planes? Because it's like being on a never-ending bridge in the sky.
It is that feeling of air beneath me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the same on a bridge, like that I could fall off it, and I don't like the idea of that. And then the same in an airplane, like you're in this thing in the sky with
no control.
There's no connection.
Nothing holding you, connecting.
Yeah.
Whatever. I get it.
And you know, like you learn all your life about gravity, and then like, why isn't that?
Yes.
Being...
Why? And then they just expect you to be okay with that?
No,
I
don't like it.
The Sunshine Skyway Bridge in Florida.
No, screw all of that.
It is the worst thing I've ever experienced. I drove over it, and I honestly think I blacked out a little bit.
I was gonna say there's a bridge going to freaking Branson that I anticipate the entire drive. And when I drive it, I have to drive because my family gets motion sickness and Josh gets motion sickness. So if he's with us, he can't drive it. So I clench my hands so tight onto the steering wheel and I hold my breath the whole time. I could easily pass out over it.
That's true.
And have a panic attack. I have been, when I do get a panic attack, like we've spoken about before,
meditating,
I've been breathing on it. And so it's better. The last time we went, I was able to breathe going over it. But going over that sky, the sunshine sky, why don't they just call it the deepest, darkest depths of hell way bridge?
That's exactly what it is, and giving it such a sweet, fun name is the worst thing I could have done. It's rude. And get this, we're getting ready to go to St. Petersburg in a month.
Is there a way to avoid that?
I'm going to find out. Yeah. Our month of defermentation couldn't have come at a better time, though.
Yeah.
Because I'm hoping to feel very unbloated at the beach.
Well, see, I'm thinking now I'm probably not going to be able to go the whole month.
Why?
We're getting ready to leave for a cross-country trip.
Yeah.
In our car.
Yeah.
There's only so much I'm going to be able to do for a week-long trip.
I say just do your best.
Do my best is what I'm going to have to do.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be stopping at some amazing... We're going to try to find like diners, drive-ins, and dives places along the way. And I'm going to want to really try whatever I can.
You can. Well, and you can get like burgers
but
just without the cheese. Yeah. It's too far away to even try to think about.
Listen, we're going to be in New Mexico and Arizona. I'm going to in Amarillo, Texas. I'm going to have some Tex-Mex.
Oh, yeah, you are.
I'm not going to ask for no cheese
right now. Let's get some Tex-Mex. No.
I want some. Can we do it in August?
Yeah, let's celebrate the month of defermentation plus our reuniting by going to get Tex-Mex. and margaritas.
Can we do that now? And
yeah. Let's also celebrate the beginning of the month of defermentation. I like saying that.
Defermentation? Yeah.
I like saying particularly month of defermentation.
I like that too.
Because I feel that it's never been said before.
It's definitely something that I don't think probably has been said very often, if at all.
Not frequently uttered by human lips.
Exactly.
Why do people say human lips? As if other creatures will utter things.
Well, cows have udders, and I've seen lips on them. My dog has little black lips.
But does he utter things?
He utters burps all the time, and he utters every once in a while.
He is pretty expressive.
Yeah.
I've heard it. Scratch all of that.
Amy does not know what she's talking about or how animals work.
I don't. Animals have souls, and they have feelings, and they should be treasured.
All dogs go to heaven.
Yeah, although I really don't like that movie.
I really don't either. I'm worried. Is your thing too close?
It might be.
I have no idea. It could be too far away. I don't know.
Creeping on my mouth.
God,
I mean, I know my hand is controlling it.
You know what we need? We need a Stephen Ray Morris.
We do.
Stephen! Tell Amy where to hold her mic.
And Josh came up to
check our levels.
The window earlier, clear door, I mean, and
he
seemed to offer us a drink, and I said yes, because this was before we started discussing our plan.
I shook my head no, because I knew we were going to do that.
And then he left.
Yeah.
And he hasn't returned.
Maybe he only listened to me.
Maybe he's more scared of you than he is of me.
Well,
I mean, there's a certain level of niceness that you give someone if you don't live in the same house.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I mean, I'm quickly starting to break those barriers.
Yeah.
Especially since you tried to kidnap me twice this week.
and you saw me lose my shit at a
cashier.
Yes. So I think that you were just like kind of go with the flow. You also were very sweet about telling me that I was taking you to my house instead of yours.
Yeah. Well, because I almost didn't want to tell you. I was like, oh, she's driving so happily and enjoying telling a story.
We were talking about dancing, and she goes, oh, by the way, which I thought she was about to like compliment on my awesome dancing skills. She's like,
which I always do.
By the way, I'd like to remind you that you picked me up today.
I'm so nice.
And then yesterday you were like, what did you say? My house is that way. You kind of,
forgot.
I think, were acting a little bit like me.
Maybe I was. Wait, how so?
Like just being real sweet.
Yeah.
Because I am.
Maybe you're getting meaner and I'm getting nicer.
Maybe so.
Because I'm pretty dang mean sometimes.
I bit that girl's head off.
Oh, it was hilarious. And I don't say that lightly. We don't bite people's heads off easily.
No. And I didn't really. I did it in a very passive-aggressive way.
It was hilariously passive-aggressive.
Yeah.
And she didn't get her in trouble or anything like that. But this girl, she was the reason people hate millennials. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, granted, I technically am a millennial, and there are a lot of things I love about this group of people.
Right.
But this whole idea that you don't even have to bother greeting people or doing the very basics of your job, that's a cliche that goes along with it. That's not cool.
Don't do it. If you get a job in customer service,
you have to say hello.
You have to say hello. You just do.
You have to ask them if they found everything okay, or some pleasantry like that.
Yeah.
And you have to press a button so they can scan their card. That's your job.
Yes. It's just your job. Don't have a job if you don't want to do it. I'm sorry. Just don't.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy. So when when the whole transaction ended without her saying one word to me, not one single word, hands me my bag, I said, you have a good day too.
And I was standing right next to Melody, and I was like, oh snap, what just happened?
She was at the register right beside me, and her eyes got so huge, and she's looking at the girl, looking at me, looking at the girl, looking at me. and was like, what just
happened? The girl looked so offended that Melody called her on her rude behavior. Mm-hmm. She was pouting.
She pouted. She literally pouted.
She crossed her arms and stared us down.
Yep.
So, of course, I had to stare back.
Yeah.
Just to let her know that she wasn't going to intimidate me.
No.
But she probably did not know we were together, which may have made it stranger. Yeah. She probably thought we had just met in line, that we weren't friends that had come to the store together.
And then we just started plotting her demise.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
It was funny. Yeah. But hopefully it made her realize that,
people notice.
Maybe I could have gone about it a different way. One time, I had a really, really bad experience through Taco Bell. Mm-hmm. The guy was so rude. So rude. But I could tell it was so busy. I mean, we waited, every one of us who were in line waited for so long. Mm-hmm. And I got my food and it was wrong, like for my family.
And he was probably getting yelled at.
He was probably getting yelled at. I have done it, I know. But he was so rude to me. At the window, I was so mad, but I got home and I was like, no, you know what I'm going to do? Instead of calling and complaining about this, I wrote him a note and it said, listen, I understand why you were busy, or I understand you were busy. I understand you were frustrated, that you were having a really rough day at work. So I want you to take this. And I think I gave him like a $50 bill or something.
Oh my gosh.
I want you to take this and go have a better night. Like, go buy yourself something after work or tomorrow. Oh. Have a better night. And know that it goes a lot, that a smile and acknowledgement goes a lot further than throwing a bag at somebody for no reason at all. Please just take this moment to rethink your actions, or just think about your actions sometimes,
because that will make him feel even worse. It makes you feel even worse when you act rudely, because I've done it before.
Yeah, me too. And I could tell that he probably wasn't always an a-hole kid. That's why I did it. Mm-hmm. And I gave it to him. I went in. It was like had calmed down. I gave it to him, and he was like, "Are you serious?" And like was in tears.
Oh my god!
Was like, "I'm so sorry. Are you serious? Are you kidding me right now?" And I was like, "No, just have a better night." And, just smile. I know that's like a stupid thing to tell somebody, especially like I would have punched somebody in the face if they told me to smile when I was in the weeds at work. But, just try to.
But it was coming from someone who's been there.
Yes.
It wasn't like someone out of touch, like, why is this youngster all agitated,
With me serving at a restaurant, there was still like an end of the night, like I could count my tips and they may have been crappy, but at least I was going home with something.
Yeah.
Most times. And so I thought I'll just give him some, I don't even think it was, I think it probably was actually just $20 or something, but like it was something that he could go, I don't know, whatever, like wind down.
Well, you recognize that his morale was way down.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm not saying this other girl didn't have her struggles, but it came off just like she was being a brat.
We were the only two people there. There was no business other than us at that point. She was just being snotty.
Yeah.
She was just being snotty. She wouldn't look at me. She didn't look me in the eyes. I'm sorry, at least the guy looked me in the eyes when he threw my bag at me,
I know. One time I went and ordered at Starbucks, and the guy behind the counter just stares at me. And I stare back at him, and he goes, "What do you want?"
That's,
Yeah. I was like, well, I was waiting for you to ask me.
Yeah.
But, it's just every once in a while you get an encounter like that, and people don't realize how much it can affect somebody else to be treated that way.
It's so true.
You can change someone's whole day.
You totally can.
Yeah.
We have the power to do that, for real.
We have a lot of power over other people.
You have no power over me.
Yes,
you do.
Yes, you do. That's the reality. And to even like these self-help people who tell you, oh, you choose how you react, just be positive. There's truth in that, but that's a big picture thing.
Yeah.
In the moment, you're going to feel hurt. And really, sometimes there's nothing you can do about it if somebody's mean to you.
Yeah. It's so true.
Yeah.
It's true.
So let's also be nice.
Which we already are. Just try to be better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just try harder. I like how Our friend Jenny the other day said that she was really proud of herself because she had gone, the whole week without complaining?
Yes.
Guys, I want to try that because you don't think about that, but that's something that truly affects you and everybody around you.
Everyone around you. It just brings everything down when you complain.
And you have to be, I know I need to do it. I'm going to try it this week because I think it's going to take so much we're so used to be just like complaining about anything. As soon as the slightest inconvenience happens, we are so quick to complain about it. Does it really need to be voiced? Do we really need to waste that effort?
Better?
No,
I don't think so.
It doesn't. It puts it out into the universe even more so, I think. I'm not saying like hold everything inside. Yeah, sometimes you do need to get those things out, but make sure it's worthwhile. It's like pick your battles.
Exactly. There is a difference between being able to express like your feelings, being able to talk something out with a trusted friend, or even a therapist, and just ruminating on stupid petty things and making yourself feel worse when you don't need to.
Exactly.
Have you heard of the book The Happiness Project? It is, so I like self-help. I mean, I'm picky about it, but every once in a while I will come across a self-help book that I really love. Yeah. And this was written by a girl who was basically like, one day she just had this epiphany. She's like, I should be happier than I am. She's like, I have it so good. I love my husband. I have 2 children. I'm healthy. I am living in New York City, which I love, but I'm really not I'm making myself not as happy as I could be. So she does these experiments like every single month. She does something, which is very much in the spirit of what we do, except she's a lot more organized and type A. But she does do, I don't know if it's a week or a month, where she calls it Pollyanna. So let's just say Pollyanna week. She doesn't let herself complain. Yeah. And by the end of it, she felt so much better.
I love that.
And people make fun of the Pollyanna attitude, but I actually went and read the book after that. And I actually have never forgotten the things I learned from that book, because in the book, Pollyanna decides everything that happens to her, she's going to find a reason to be thankful for it. And I find myself doing it now, where something bad will happen, especially like with the kids, and I'll be like, well, we can still be glad it happened this way because. Yes. And it's such a good habit.
It really, really is.
And even like with the kid at Taco Bell, like now I'm sure you wouldn't unwish to have been the person that he threw the bag at that night.
For sure.
Yeah.
I want to read that.
Oh, you should.
I want to read that now.
I think I have it. I also have a reading list and a movie list, and I think you have one for me.
I do.
I want you to watch Marie Antoinette.
Yeah, me too.
I think you'll enjoy it.
I know I will.
It's right. I mean, it's beautiful. It's like the kind of beautiful, like cinematography that you would appreciate. There's so much light. There's so much color. Oh, it's just,
I love it.
Yeah,
I want that.
You want that
in my life.
You want it. You want
it. Before we go, because we're getting to that time, I want to plug one of our amazing doo-doo heads.
Yes.
He has Christoph Nikolai Ketchup, whatever you want to call him, a man of many names, many talents.
Even Christy,
as he self-proclaimed Christy.
I like it.
He has started an endeavor multiple times over many years, but he has just now decided to, this is the last time he is going to record this intro and say that he's going to do this video or this channel.
YouTube channel.
He's doing it. It's records. It's on YouTube. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
I think it's going to be so much fun. I genuinely cannot wait for the next episode
to watch. It's so well done. I enjoyed watching it. And he edited it so well.
Yep. He does his own. I mean, he's a great videographer and he's so clever. He's clever. He's smart. He's funny. And he's got he has really good taste in music.
And if we had, I don't know if we have it, but the text that he sent Melody made me so happy. Because, first of all, like the fact that he said that he decided to start it again because he saw that we were relentlessly putting content out there. And my favorite part was, he was sort of inspired by the fact that we are so unprofessional.
Yes.
But he meant it as a compliment, and I totally got what he meant.
He says, you and Amy, parentheses, and your lack of, quote, professionalism, compliment, even though it kind of doesn't sound like it, made me think, shit, Christy, you gotta do this. Them ladies are chasing a dream / passion. Just effing do it.
Yes, and that makes me so happy because, as we've said before, this is a small operation. We don't know how many listeners we have. Mm-hmm. We don't really know exactly what we're doing, mm-hmm. but it's so fulfilling to know that even 1 or 2 people have been inspired to do something from it.
To do anything. We've got Jenny running now.
Yes, and now
we can't take
we
credit
can't
for
take
that,
credit
but
for it.
Because she listened and thought, ding, I can do this.
Yes.
I'm going to do this.
It's a virtuous cycle because now that Christy told us this mm-hmm. and Jenny told us that, I am inspired to keep going.
Oh.
They're inspiring me. Like,
same.
Not that I ever would have not gone, but I'll tell you, it is great for my morale just to be like,
same.
Hey.
We're doing something here.
Yeah.
And it may just be completely for us, but if those couple people mm-hmm. are getting something out of it too, I am so, like, ear to ear excited for them for doing it. And you know what? This morning I've been listening to my records mm-hmm. so much more now after watching that first video that he published. I love records. I love them.
You
and
do.
I love going and getting new records, but I've kind of halted on it. And I turned on my record player. I cleaned my house. That's my favorite thing to do when I want to clean.
Aww.
One of my favorite albums to put on is Janis Joplin, Pearl, and just sing my heart out, and only on vinyl. Like, just listening to it on record does it for me. And so today I put on the Shins and I turned it on loud and I cleaned, and it was wonderful. And I did it because I had Christoph in mind.
You wouldn't have done it otherwise.
I probably wouldn't have. I probably would have just turned on my phone, put on, some Spotify playlists and gone from there. But it felt so good to hear those little pops. And I want to go looking for new vinyl this week, like at some point.
I've never done it.
I love it.
And you know what? I bet Christoph is also part of the reason we decided to go ahead and take the leap and start a YouTube channel.
Oh, for sure.
Because we've talked about it for a while, but ever since I watched his video, I was like
dying to do it.
Let's go ahead and do this.
Yes. We were thinking, honestly, the other day we were driving down the road saying, we need another thing. What's another thing that we can do? Because we don't have enough irons in the fire right now.
No way. Plus the fact that I'm a professional writer and you're a professional photographer.
Exactly.
That stuff's on autopilot.
That's fine. So we decided we wanted to do this. It was something that we've both kind of been toying around with in our heads anyway for a while. I've wanted to do some form of channel. You've been wanting to do a fitness channel for so long, and so it's perfect. And to do it together is going to be, it's probably the thing that's the missing piece for sure. Yeah. Oh.
So thank you, Doo-Doo Heads, for telling us these things.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for inspiring us.
Thank you for inspiring us. We hope that we inspire you even in the slightest bit.
Even if we're showing you what you don't want to do.
Exactly.
It doesn't even matter.
Exactly.
And we love you.
We love you. We like you.
We care about you.
Tell all your friends we love cotton candy.
Bye.
Live a night wave.